in Kenya. The first thing that the President Ruto did was that he cancelled the bill. He first said he suspended it. And then he said outright, I'm not even going to address it. So that brought some respite.
Yeah. Let me pause you for a moment. Let's go to a state where we had very much relative peace. And one of the person who was very vocal on the street, vocal on the pulpit, and also vocal on the street. And there was a reference to him yesterday on this program. It's Prophet Isa Elbuba, who joins us virtually live from Jos, the capital of Plateau State. Prophet, thank you so much indeed for joining us tonight.
It's a pleasure, Sean, to be with you today.
Thank you so much.
And it's good listening to you.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Give us an understanding. You felt the pulse of fellow Nigerians who took to the street. And from what you saw and what you felt, what do you think is at the center of that agitation?
Basically, there are very few things. And it's unfortunate when I listen to some of the government officials or governors, you're pointing their fingers at politicians sponsoring some of these things. That is far from the truth. I will tell you, like on the situation of the Plateau, there is not one politician, not one. It is just the people. It's an organic thing. And it's because of the level of pain, the level of hunger. And the fact is that the government is far away from the people. And that's why there's this disconnect. And I just heard one of the panels, the individuals on the set that said that the government or sometimes the political elites in government look down on the citizen or talk down on the citizen. That's the reality. And so because the people are hungry, that's number one. Number two, the promises the presidency has been making for over 1 year, those promises are not coming through. And the people are not seeing a reality to it. And then you look at the level of insecurity. Now, for instance, I have to get some farmland to give to over 80 households for them to go and farm. We have to secure the environment. We have to provide seeds for these people. Where is the Minister of Agriculture, for instance? Nobody knows it. So the presidency has a wrong team. And so the people are not informed. We'll hear of palliatives. The president is giving palliative, but nobody sees it here at the bottom. Nobody. For instance, we hear that the president has given governors several amount of money. I am telling you this, the citizens are not saying anything. There is no fertilizer. I had to buy fertilizer for 40,000 naira. And we were told that the government has released fertilizer, subsidized fertilizer. But there's nothing like that. So there is pain in the lives of the people. And I can tell you, Sean, there is hunger in the land. People are dying every day. We've never seen it like that. So that is the force that has made the people to come out, organically. Nobody. You can see individuals bringing 4,000, 2,000. People are bringing water to drink. People are just contributing to sustain these protests. And by the grace of God, my presence among the people has been able to help the people to be orderly. And the thousands of people, nobody, even some of the people that were singing the song, Tinubu must go, after addressing them, nobody is saying that anymore. We are not asking the president to go. What we are asking the president to do is to act immediately. There are few things the president can do right now in 24 hours. We've stated some of these things. What are the short term, what are the mid-term things, and what are the long term?
Can you briefly talk
in the next 24 hours?
Can you briefly talk through some of those
24 hours, the president can come out and say, the president can say in the short term, the president can come out immediately to number one, address the nation and say, number one, look, he has the wrong cabinet. I will tell you this. The president can act on it immediately. Look, I'm going to act on my cabinet in the next few hours. He can present that. The president can act immediately and say, look here, the issue of of fertilizer, I'm going to act on this. And I'm asking the Ministry of Agriculture to liaise with the activists, the ones that are not corrupt, to be able to monitor it, not government officials. Then the president immediately can summon all the leaders of the protest and sit down with them, not with the politicians. I'm sorry to say that, because they are only singing the songs of deception. They are not telling the truth. And so the best thing for him to do immediately is to call for this politician. If he addresses the nation immediately and call for the leaders of the protesters across the country. Sit down with them. Listen to them immediately. I'm telling you, in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, this thing will be called up. Now, for instance, let me give you an example about the subsidy. He should declare and say, okay, because the protesters have demanded, I'm going to reverse the issue of the subsidy matter. I'm going to reinstate it in the next few months. But this is the way we're going to go. And the president can do it. The CNG, they have made promises since last year. We have been praying for the president to succeed because he is our president. He is the leader of the nation. We can't take that away from him. And so what he needs to do immediately, what is the Minister of Petroleum? Who is the Minister of State Petroleum? These CNG kits are supposed to be in all NNPC filling stations, but they are not there. All NNPC filling station, but you cannot find it. It's only promises. It's only promises. I give you an example. A governor did something yesterday. The governor of Taraba. He went to the protesters, sat with the protesters, sang with the protesters, spoke to the protesters, and I tell you, nobody reacted. Just like what I'm doing on the plateau. All the protesters, in their thousands, none of them is misbehaving. Everybody is putting himself together. So the president would need to have one-on-one communication with the people. And I tell you, the president can succeed. So this is short term. And then the other thing that the president will need to do short term is to cut down on his expenses. What is it? God has blessed him. He has everything. So as a leader, you will have to make a sacrifice. And that sacrifice will mean that no buying of jets, no building of new government palaces. We have the old one. Let's manage it for now because of the state of the nation. But the people are hearing millions, trillions, billions every day. And I tell you the truth, it's affecting them. I traveled to about 20 states in the past few days. I had to take up the Minister of Works. Thank God he apologized on the media. I had to take them and say, look at it. It doesn't take so much money to fix some of this road. Nigerians will see. Nigerians are suffering. All we need to do is just little. Nigerians are the easiest people to lead. I saw this in this protest. As I led the people, some of the people that were bound, we got them converted. They changed their mind. Even the ones that were sponsored by government officials, we got them converted. They joined this thing and agreed that we need to change the system in our nation. So they renewed hope. There are things that the president can do short term. Then there is the mid-term. Then there is the long term. And you should give a timeline that in the next 7 days, Nigerians, you will see this. In the next 2 weeks, Nigerians, you will see this. In the next 1 month, Nigerians, you will see this. The ministers should not be sitting in the offices, as executive bosses over Nigerians. The ministers of the president should be on the street, should be with the people. If you are elected or appointed to serve the people, you should be a servant, not a master. We are having people that the moment they come into office, they feel they are masters. But you see, I had to bring myself with my children, my family. We were with the protesters. I had to coordinate it. If I did not coordinate what happened on the plateau would have gone bazaar. But right now, you see, they are growing by the day. Today, they are 3 times more than yesterday.
Prophet Abuba, just for a moment.
So my is that the president
just for a moment.
Can fix things.
Well,
yes.
I'd like to ask you, from what you have seen so far, do you think that this protest has achieved some major objectives that it set out to achieve? And do you think that this government's attention has been gotten? And does it look like this government is a listening one?
Now, let me give you this. Number one, this protest has achieved a lot. Number one, it has proven to the political class that they cannot continue to take the masses for granted, especially here in the north, where politicians make themselves like emperor. The reality is now showing up on their faces that if they don't take care of the people will not give them space to even enjoy their looks. Number two, the issue of religion. People using religion to cause division in the north especially, I tell you that has fallen. If you see today, Christians surrounded thousands of Muslims and they were praying. I asked the Muslims to go to the mosques to pray. They all shouted, no sir, we are going to pray here. And so the issue of this religion, the seat of discord, has fallen. Number three is that Nigerians are coming to realization that they can actually take up on their government and demand for accountability. So it has achieved so much beyond our comprehension. So the only thing the president needs to do immediately is to respond. I'm telling you, these young men are not, they are not like rescinding. They are not going. They are not like saying we're going to give up. They are multiplying by the day. Let's not be deceived by some of the comments I hear governors. I hear some of the people come online. It's politicians who don't like the president and all of that. It's a lie. Is the blatant lie. And I'm being straightforward. I'm sorry, I'm not diplomatic. Because we have to fix this country. We have to get things working in this country. And the president has a lot. He has a good heart to do it. But I tell you, the people working with him, they are just the bad set. Right now, as I'm talking to you, to me, as a person, the president doesn't have more than 3 ministers that are really functional. Who is the minister of agriculture? Who is the minister of social duty? Who is the minister? Who are they? Nobody knows them. So, there are actions that will be taken, and this protest, I tell you, is doing a lot. And I will advise the governors to go meet the people. Stop sitting in the office as an emperor. You are the servant of the people. You need to talk to the people. And I'm telling you this, it's not about Tinubu. It's not about APC. It's the fact that there is a wrong system that is on ground, and many of the special advisors and government officials are just lying to the president. For instance, why should they go and hire talks? Why should they go and hire people? They call them anti-protest people. Give them money to come and speak in support of the president. They don't need to do that. They don't need to spend that money. If they have come down and speak with the protesters, I'm telling you, we won't be where we are right now.
The final note, Prophet, because you are a cleric and you see things spiritually, some of the things that ordinary persons like us don't see. What do you see on your spirit mind about the Tinubu government? I believe so much in the Nigerian project. And I know that one day, and I keep my shoulders high whenever I'm amongst my international peers, and they know that I'm a Nigerian, and I don't hide it. And in the knowledge that God has given to me, I also make it known to them that I'm from a nation that is proud of itself. Now, what do you see about the Nigerian nation and the Tinubu government? Can you share with us just in 30 seconds?
I'll tell you the truth. First of all, I want to commend you, Sean, for really standing for the masses. You don't know how much you have affected the ordinary citizens. I'm being honest with you. All right? There are calls for me to negotiate on this matter, but I resisted it. I refused it because of the pain of the people. I see a new Nigeria. That's what I see. And President Tinubu has, let me use the word, he has the greatest opportunity to write his name in gold. Because Nigeria is going to lead the state of Africa. Africa needs to be free. I'll tell you the truth. And it's going like a wind. I see it like a mighty wind. I won the Kenyan president a few weeks ago, and exactly that is what happened. I have spoken to president. I have spoken about our president. He has the best opportunity. If he can just listen to the right people, I'm telling you, in less than 6 months, President Tinubu will do what has not been done in 15 years. I'm saying this. In less than 6 months. So I see a new Nigeria. That's why I am passionate. And that's why I didn't sit in the comfort of my house. I am on the street. Can you imagine, from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm under the sun, directing these young people, speaking to these young men, because I feel the pain. I feel the pulse. It's not just preaching. I'm preaching to them. We need to show them the way. So, President Tinubu, there is hope for Nigeria. I see a new Nigeria. But right now, the president will need to take a quick action before this nation will get out of hand. But then everything will lead to a glorious destination. But he has the best opportunity to write his name in gold. He shouldn't listen to people that are telling him it is Peter Obi, it is Atiku, it is that politician, it is Silva, it is this in that state. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Professor
Nigerians are the ones who have come out to express their pain.
Prophet Issa El-Buba.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
A Christian cleric based in Jos Plateau. Say thank you so much indeed for your time tonight. And I believe that Nigeria will be great. It's for certain. I believe so much in my spirit. Thank you so much for your time. Let me allow you to close for us tonight. What parting words do you have for this nation? Led by President Bola Tinubu.